gonna stay like this for a solid hour.
Hey there. Welcome to Deeper, the podcast that gives and gives and gives until it eventually gives out.
Like my heart.
I was going to say your asshole, but
Yeah,
sure.
they're basically the same thing.
They're very different. Anyway, this is like a day after. I think it's been a day.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been a full 24 hours.
It hasn't.
Since we recorded episode 2, but it was just so goddamn fun. And now we're back.
What are you, Hank Hill?
I'm just being me, brother. Brother!
What are you, Macho Man?
I'm Macho Man Hulk Savage. And I'm here to say that I'm going to smack your ass in a major way.
It's me. I want to kill myself.
So, what you been up to since last we talked?
Well...
Tell me what you did.
Nothing of real.
But what have you actually done?
I went to a bookstore today.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got WE3, which is a story about animals being tested on by horrible humans, and they get in cybernetic bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go grab my copy.
Oh God,
It's right here.
he's physically stood up. I'm not sure if his spine will support him.
Here it is.
Oh. Okay, well go have a seat now.
Read the back to the audience.
WE3 by Grant Morrison and Frank
Quietly.
You're quietly.
Read the back. Flip it over.
Well, first of all, it appears to be some animals, some domesticated animals in mech suits. Is that right?
Yep.
And on the back, they're in space, which they don't appear to be wearing any sort of breathing apparatus. So that's unrealistic.
They are the cat. Wait.
Can you get off of me? What are you doing? You
sorry.
trying to perform a mating ritual, you psychopath? I was just attacked, dear listeners. Assaulted. And we have the audio to prove it. Weapons of the future. Deep inside a top-secret U.S. Air Force research facility, a revolution in cybernetics is taking shape. Am I going to read this whole thing?
Yes.
No. It's like 3,000 words long. Successful Grant Morrison and superstar artist Frank Quitely.
So the whole idea is they're government test subjects, and they're just trying to get home to their owners.
I'm going to open to a random page and see what's going on. Okay, I mean, it looks nice. It looks pretty.
It's very violent.
It's giving Rocket, Raccoon's origin story.
Oh, from Guardians 3?
Yeah. It's giving that. Looks like a tragedy may strike at some point. I'm not going to spoil it, though. Here's your...
and I also bought a movie.
There's your pornography bag. What did you buy? What movie?
American Psycho.
Okay, well, that's...
With Christian Bale.
I thought you already had that.
I have the book.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't do any of that. I planned a trip to Nashville, Indiana.
Wow.
I'm going to go down there next weekend, I think. Made some other plans. I wrote my journal. Played some Red Dead 2.
For the 5th time?
I beat a man near to death for running from the law, while I, meanwhile, ran from a $1,400 bounty.
Well, that's chump change in today's money.
I murdered lots of lawmen.
I thought you were going to say prostitutes.
And then I pretended to be one. My felonies just keep racking up.
What do you mean you pretended to be one?
I did the mission where you pretend to be... Well, you don't pretend to be a lawman, but you help the lawman, thereby tricking the people that you're chasing into thinking you're a lawman.
Oh, the Pinkertons?
No. The Sheriff Gray at our roads, the town roads. What are you doing back there? You're fucking up the whole podcast.
I was fixing it.
You suck. Terrible. Murderer.
Okay. First you accused me of trying to mate with you, and
Murderer.
then you...
All right. So, anyway, I was pretending to be a lawman, which I think would get them off. I think if they get a good lawyer, like Trelawney, if they go get Trelawney, which is ironically who we were helping, but if we go get him, and then he defends them, he could be like, I say, dear gentlemen, you didn't identify yourself as not law. Therefore, my clients are guilt-free. They killed 13 children in an orphanage. Well, hearsay.
Have you gotten to the part with Micah?
Which part?
The part where you break him out.
Yeah, I've already done that. This is way after.
You murder like a whole entire town.
Half the town. But to be fair, you do that in Valentine too. So I've murdered like, and that's just story missions. I can't tell you the amount of times I've shot up that entire town.
And they just keep coming back.
And I go back and they're just like, you better not cause any more trouble around here. And I'm like, trouble? I slaughtered all your childhood friends right in front of you.
Have you done the shop owner where like his kid, like the one
the guy in the basement. Yeah, that's in Rhodes. Yeah, I already did that.
Did you let him out or did you kill him?
What, the guy who got kidnapped?
Yes.
I let him out, and then I shot the gun store owner.
When I was playing it, I accidentally shot him after I got...
Of course you did.
The gun store owner, I accidentally pressed the trigger.
I'm not sure if that was an accident.
No, it was. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to kill the shop owner, too.
Well, I've also been playing Oblivion again.
By the gods.
By the divines. You fucking heathen. Know your lore, please.
Okay, I'm more of a Fallout guy.
Anyway, I digress.
Fallout's better.
No, it's not. You can say it's better than Skyrim, that's fine.
What has a successful TV franchise?
But better than Oblivion? No way. Anyway, point is, I don't see Fallout getting remasters.
It actually is
that
getting
are
ones.
critically acclaimed, beloved by the community, even though I disagree with a lot of stuff in it.
No, the community
No.
has agreed the remake is kind of soulless.
No. I don't know. I really don't know what they're saying. However, the original Oblivion, one of the greatest games of all time. You talk about games that were influential. You've got Mario 64, Ocarina of Time.
Morrowind's better.
And then you've got Oblivion. And Oblivion is like top tier.
Oblivion is died down Morrowind.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It
Oblivion is way better than Morrowind.
No,
it has voice acting. It has actual physics.
With Morrowind, you get the fact of imagining what characters sound like.
Why would I want to? I paid $60 to imagine.
That's called. Have you never read a fantasy novel?
Yeah, but those are like $10. I paid 6 times the price, and I've got
You're not paying.
I've paid 6 times the price and got half the result.
And Morrowind has more weaponry, more spell
Sometimes
customization.
more is not better because quality dips.
Well, tell that to Bethesda. They took. If that's your thought process, then tell me why Skyrim's better than Oblivion.
Skyrim's got less stuff in it than Oblivion does. Also, it's not better.
But it sold more.
So?
It sold more by a substantial amount.
So if something sells well, that's your... If by that logic, I'm pretty sure Oblivion outsold Morrowind.
I will give you that, but no. That... The only reason... I think Skyrim sold well because it came out at the perfect time.
Yeah, it was probably around Game of Thrones peak, too. So they were like, oh, dragons.
No, it was before Game of Thrones. I think before the TV show started.
I remember them both being a thing, but maybe you're right. I'm not sure. Either way, that probably helped keep it alive.
Yeah, and but if you actually go back and play Skyrim, you realize a lot of that game has not aged well.
No, but I mean, mods, you can do a lot with mods.
Yeah, but it shouldn't take a community patch to make the game somewhat playable.
Well, it's playable. They made it playable eventually.
By the 50th update.
Yeah, but I mean Oblivion, like the remaster, not the newest one, but like the original like Game of the Year edition and like the Xbox 360 remake or whatever, not remake, but you know what I'm saying.
You mean the Game of the Year edition?
Yeah,
360?
yeah, it was like more optimized.
Oh, you mean on modern platforms?
Yeah, but it runs better and it looks better and it's smoother. But even without that, it was still a great game.
I've noticed Oblivion doesn't crash as much as the other Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah.
I will say that. Skyrim I've had crash on me multiple times.
Yeah. Skyrim's just always bugging out. I mean, Oblivion bugs out too.
I will say I have had Oblivion crash on me a few times on the PC version, but that's more of a Steam problem.
I've literally never had Oblivion crash on me on a console. Ever.
I think you have to try really hard to make a game crash on a console.
I try real hard. I really try to screw that game up. I mean, I do everything you can think of. Duplicate stuff and aggravated assault on everyone I encounter. while taking a lot of drugs.
Skooma?
Yeah. Black tar heroin.
You should get the mod for that.
I would love that. But I can't because I play on console. However,
they should have brought the mods over with the remaster.
I want to express, since we're on the topic, just how great this game is. I mean, you just can't find a game like it. And part of why it's done so well is because it's so goofy.
Well, the game's story takes itself very seriously. And
Yeah.
And then you have characters out of the world just...
Well, that's the thing. There are great quests, and when you immerse yourself in it, it's very immersive. But you can also be like, you know what, man? I just want to goof around. And it's so easy to do. Because you can walk up to someone and they can be like, I'm going to make your corpse dance and then tear itself apart. And then you come out of the dialogue and you insta-kill it in one hit.
Or it's like, when... I love that the fact that all the NPCs are on timers, like set schedules.
Yeah, Radiant AI.
So they can just run into each other and screw each other up.
Yeah, I heard tell that there was one NPC in the game who just always dies. Like, as soon as you start the game, they just die.
Did you know in Fallout 3? When you use the train?
Uh-huh.
No, wait, Fallout 4. When you use the train? They couldn't figure out how to get a vehicle physics to...
The train?
In Nuka World.
Oh, okay.
In the Nuka World DLC, you use a train. They couldn't figure out how to get vehicle physics to work properly, so they literally attached the train to an NPC body and just had the NPC walk.
It's pretty good, man.
So...
I mean, whatever works. But the point is, it's a great game. There's so many great quest lines, too.
I think Baldur's Gate 3 is better.
Okay, well, to be fair... It's not that much better. And it came out, 2 decades later?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's my opinion.
I mean, Baldur's Gate is 3. Baldur's Gate is 3. I think I'm suffering from a stroke.
I honestly believe that.
Baldur's Gate 3 is great. It's phenomenal. It's wonderful.
But they're different games.
They're different. They're
one
played
is a
very
turn-based
differently.
RPG and the other is...
And one has Sean Bean. And Patrick Stewart.
Well, if you mod...
and General Zod.
Oh, yeah.
It's got everybody in it. Literally. I mean, you can't beat that. Who did Skyrim have? Exactly.
I don't think Skyrim had a celebrity.
They had some...
The guy that voiced Mario voiced the main antagonist.
Yeah, there you go. Which is pretty epic. But that's all they've got. They've got Daddy Parthenax and nobody else.
Charles Martinet.
Yeah. He has a question in that where he's like, what if this world must end so the next can be reborn? And you can say, or can be born. And then you're like, well, the world's going to have to fend for itself. I was like, that's a great philosophical conversation I'm having with a dragon at the tip of the world.
Yeah, and then
tip of the dick.
And then the Greybeards, those guys piss me off. They're like, we could totally do something, but you know
We don't want to.
We're going to stay up on our high mountaintop.
We're boomers. And we don't want to change our ways. This is your problem.
I love how the king's like, you must be Dragonborn. He just...
You should have worked 3 jobs so you could afford a house in the Aldwood crisis.
No, I love that you tell him you absorbed the dragon. He has no proof of the matter. He's like, you must be the Dragonborn. You must go up the mountaintop.
Well, I mean, he had eyewitness testimony, to be fair. But
still, it's like...
I mean, it's not like I absorbed something from the dragon and then its skin disappeared. I'm pretty sure that's either I'm some sort of lich or I'm Manamarco, the guy from Oblivion, who, by the way, that's a great storyline.
I just don't like that Skyrim made you the chosen one. It felt like...
I mean, what dude... Morrowind did that.
But that's... But with Morrowind, I like that. Because
you're blinded by nostalgia. That soundtrack's really good.
Every Elder Scrolls game has a good soundtrack.
It's true. We both took a drink at the same time. Again, bad podcasting.
It's just going to become a running thing.
Murder.
Well, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics.
God. Go on.
Let me speak.
I am. Go on.
It was...
Go ahead.
Fuck you. It was ported as a PS1 game. They remastered it. They added voice acting and all this stuff. It's a tactical RPG, so your troops move on tiles and turn-based stuff. And it's a lot of fun. It's a political drama.
There's nothing I love more than a political drama. Nothing more fun. I can't think of anything more fun.
Well, you don't like Game of Thrones.
I can't think of anything more fun than political drama. I mean, can you name anything that's more fun?
Assassinations.
Well, yeah.
And it has that, too.
That is better. Now you're talking my language.
It has betrayals.
Now you're speaking my language.
It has best friends trying to kill each other.
It also has global climate crisis.
Al Gore.
I'm super serial.
Al Gore is an unlockable character.
I'm super fantastical. Yeah, that's fine. But before we move on, I just want to say, Oblivion's so good.
Okay, can you stop sucking its chode?
I would love to if it would just let me.
So what? Oblivion's grabbing you by the head
and just raw dogging me. That's fine. You know, whatever. Sometimes you got to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? But if Marwyn came along and asked, no, sorry.
I would.
I know you would. You'd let it get all up in your back door. and stay a while.
What are we talking? So you sleep soundly for a murderer.
Yeah, that's Lucien Lachance, the speaker for the Dark Brotherhood
of
Oblivion.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, he's the Imperial Guard. Had a love child with Emperor Palpatine, and
I just wish he said, "Do it."
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer. That's good. You'll need a big cock for what I'm about to propose.
You can easily...
I'm paraphrasing.
You can easily turn that whole entire game into a porno.
I would love to. I just love perverting the nature of things. And Oblivion's so easy to do because there's so much goofiness in it as it is. Like the dialogue. I mean, there's so many memes out there.
Stop! You
violated my mother. That's a gamer poop line.
Or stop.
And then he goes Super Saiyan.
Or, I took an arrow to the knee. I used to be like an ass eater like you.
That's Skyrim, you clout.
I know.
But yeah, it's just, there's so much goodness in it, you know? And I discover new things all the time. I discovered this guy in Skingrad who's in the Thieves Guild. I had no idea. Yeah, I've never even looked at the farm hands, and I found out that there's a thief. And also, Shady Sam. I didn't know there was a guy in the Imperial City, like right outside, around a back wall, who just sells drugs.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
I had no idea he was there for like...
Oh, I had to use them to get lockpicks.
I
ran out of lockpicks.
Well, you just go to the Thieves Guild for that.
Well, I didn't do that. I went to Shady Sam.
Well, Shady Sam, I didn't know he was there until I was an adult. Like, I discovered him, like, maybe 3 years ago.
So what did you do when you ran out of lockpicks?
I went to the Thieves Guild. Also, I never ran out of lockpicks because I'm epic.
Oh, I hated the lockpicking system in that game.
I think it's great.
I preferred the one in Skyrim and Fallout 4.
You just gotta understand it, because, like, all it is, it doesn't really explain it to you very well. But you just, you push it up, and then when it goes fast, the next one after that's slow.
Well, it doesn't explain that. It just kind of says, here you go.
It might explain it, but to be fair, I didn't read tutorials when I was a kid, and it's just ingrained in me to skip everything in Oblivion now. Except for when Patrick Stewart walks up to my ugly-ass character and goes, "You're the one from my dreams." And I'm like, I think it was a nightmare, Emperor Uriel. Yeah.
I swear to God, imagine Trump coming up to you and being like...
I'm not going to get political here.
No, I'm not getting political. I'm just saying, in general.
Yeah.
It would be the same exact thing.
Oh, like the president coming up to you and being like, "You're the one for my dreams." Yeah. To be fair though, I have made some monstrosities in that game.
Well, it's kind of a rite of passage with that game.
Of any creative character thing, you're going to make a monstrosity at some point. But some of the favorites. I made one. Obviously, we made Comic Book Guy.
Mother.
He traveled along with Sean Bean, Joffers, and the Adoring Guy. He was a mage. He was a wizard. He threw fireballs, and also he occasionally whipped his balls out. Oh wait, that was me. And then I made a guy who was kind of inspired by Homer Simpson. His name was Concave Man, and his face was all like caved in.
Was he yellow?
Yeah, he was bright yellow, and he ran around with his fists and a club, and he would just bash people's brains in. And he would go, "Concave Man," as he brutally massacres half of Cyrodiil.
My one complaint about that game is I feel some enemies are too freaking spongy.
Well, and you just lower the difficulty. But that is the thing with the leveling system. It's kind of broken.
It is.
You really have to specialize. If you don't specialize, you just get screwed.
Yeah, I thought the remaster would have fixed that.
I don't know if it did or not. I mean, the remasters, that's one thing I don't like about it, is it feels too light. Like, Oblivion, the first one, like the original, had weight to it.
Did they give it, like, Skyrim's combat system?
It's not even quite Skyrim, because Skyrim also had a bit of, like, weight to it. I wouldn't say it was as good as Oblivion, but, like, this one just, it feels like you're taking your flaccid dick and just hitting someone in the face with it.
How do you know what that feels like?
Well, I've been around the block. Anyway.
Maybe I shouldn't let you in my house.
Anyway. Don't act like you haven't swung your flaccid dick at something. Okay?
I have not.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Whatever you say.
I think you need to go to prison.
Sir, I feel I should remind you you're under oath.
What? This isn't a courtroom.
You're in front of Congress right now. And
this is my basement.
You're in front of Congress right now, and you're trying to testify that you've never swung your flaccid dick around. Everyone has.
Hand across my heart.
It's not even... You're holding it up in the air.
Oh, hand across my heart.
Uh-huh.
I've never swung my dick at anyone.
Or anything.
Or anything.
I don't think that's true. I think you're lying to me. Or you're in denial and you've forgotten.
Why would I swing my dick at anything?
It's just something you do when you're a kid. I mean...
What kind of kid were you?
This is what every kid does.
No!
They experiment...
You were a mentally ill child.
They experiment with their sausage. It's just what they do.
No, when I was a kid, the most I did was touch it a lot.
No.
But I didn't freaking...
No, there's all kinds of different things that kids do with their dicks. They like press them into stuff when they first start getting boners because like, I wonder what this is going to feel like. And then they rub it against stuff. Eventually they touch it and learn about jerking it. That's just a natural process.
Why are we talking about children?
But they also, I'm talking about myself and every other kid who's ever existed that had a penis. And you know, and it's just a part of life. It's natural. It's biology. And eventually you get to a point where you do other things. And one of those includes slapping your flaccid dick against something. Because you're just like, oh, I wonder. But then
I saw this TikTok. This sister was recording herself. Her brother was in the next room. She didn't show anything. But he was like, I wonder if I hit my dick on this end table. Will it glow like a glow stick?
Okay, well, I never did that.
And he hits it and he just starts screaming in pain.
Yeah, well, I imagine it was painful. Unfortunately, there are some things you shouldn't do with your dick.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, and depending on who you ask, that list can change. Some people like to sound themselves. And for you listeners at home who don't know what that means... well, I mean, you can do it with a lot of things, but...
Just Google it.
Go into your medicine cabinet and take out a Q-tip.
Oh, God.
Drop trowel.
Oh, God.
And then insert that Q-tip into the urethra. And if you don't know what that is, it's the hole in your penis where you pee out of. So just slip it in there.
You are a gross man.
I'm just educating people.
Why do they need to know?
Which you shouldn't do this. You should just know what it is, so you can be part of the conversation.
What are you gonna go up to your coworker around the cooler and be like, "Hey Jerry, what did you do this weekend? I learned about sounding from these two guys' podcasts."
First of all, I don't work in a cubicle. I work in construction.
Yeah, so are you gonna be like, "Hey John"?
Honestly, they'll probably say worse to me before I even clock in.
What do you mean?
That's just what happens in construction jobs. In blue-collar work. They talk like prison inmates, because half of them probably were.
And half of them probably do crystal meth.
Well, yeah. You know what? I talked about in this podcast, in our last episode, not 2 days ago, and I said that half of the people who work for this company or for whatever companies, they are drug addicts currently. And guess what? A guy got fired for having drugs.
Oh, what kind of drugs?
I don't know. But he also had, I guess, a woman in the car, or the truck, who apparently wasn't his wife. So he got caught by the company's, like, figureheads with first of all, cheating on his wife in company property with drugs on hand.
I wonder if he'll get sued.
You really can't do worse than that.
He hit the bingo.
And then they told him, we got to take you in for a drug test, and he just left.
He hit the freaking bingo.
He hit all. He got the free space. He got all across, vertically, diagonally. He got it all. He literally filled out the bingo card in one fell swoop.
The bingo card to ruin your life in one fell swoop.
He filled it out so completely, it set itself on fire and cut its wrists. It just didn't want anything else to do with his life.
Well, I was
Also,
going to tell you about the woman that did cocaine. Not cocaine.
what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
cocaine in the factory I used to work with.
Oh,
Working.
well, go ahead.
I'm not going to give the name of the factory, no.
Sure.
But there was a woman there that was caught sniffing some cocaine on the female toilet seat.
Was she sniffing or was she snorting?
She was snorting.
Oh. Well, you should tell the story about, what was it, rallies you worked at? Or where? Sonic.
Oh, God, this. Oh,
Now, give some background. Build up
Okay.
to it. I don't want you to just drop it out there.
Okay, I was like 16 at the time.
I didn't realize you were that young.
Yeah, it was like my second job.
So you were 16. What time of year was it? Was it summer?
It was summer.
It was summer, and the flowers had already sprouted. The heat was coming on. There was a breeze in the air, but it was still kind of warm.
And there was this man that came up to order, the drive-thru window.
Describe the man.
I didn't see him.
Oh, well, we'll describe what you know of the man.
Well, he was a dude.
He was a dude. Okay.
And he ordered something. And
What did he order?
I think he ordered a burger.
Just a burger? No sides?
Well, he kind of stopped as he was...
So he was starting to order.
Yeah, and then someone was going down on him.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to back up a second. Where was he, just standing out in the street?
No, he was
the
in his car.
He was so he's in the drive-thru.
Yeah, he was in the drive-thru.
And you're saying that a woman of the night was giving him fellatio.
I think it was his girlfriend or something.
Well, tomato, potato. Potato, Kratos. I'm not going to explain that either.
But...
Go on.
My manager basically had to come out there because he was like, why is this guy holding up the line? He gave us his order, but he's not moving.
So...
She came out there, looked over at his car just to see, because in Sonic, there's the ones where you just stay parked.
So he's parked in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Is he waiting on his order?
No, he was still making his order.
So then what is he supposed to do in the line?
He's supposed to make his order, drive up to the thing to get your order.
And so he was just staying at the window?
Yeah.
And he's supposed to drive up and then they bring the order out?
So my boss was like, is this guy okay? Is he having a medical thing?
Oh, he's having an event for
she
sure.
goes over there and she's like, she just kind of makes herself look obscure and went over and came back. She's like, yeah, he's getting a blowjob.
Okay. And so what came of that?
We basically, my manager had to knock on the glass, basically say to him, if you keep doing that on our property, we're going to have to call the cops.
Wow, so...
He left, he got his burger, he paid for it.
I mean... Wow, okay.
And I guess she got her snack, too.
Oh, she got a snack for sure. And she got fed well.
It was just the weirdest thing, because I was making the order for the guy.
Oh.
I felt like I put too much salt on his fries, but I think that was the least of his concern.
Well, he's going to need it after he's all dehydrated from the cummies. Well, okay.
And I've never seen that man ever.
I can't say I've had that kind of experience.
It was just weird. It was so weird.
Yeah, well.
And I felt so bad for my boss because she also said, this is a family establishment. You can't be doing this.
Well, I mean, it's incredibly illegal.
Yeah, my question is, why couldn't you wait until, you got home?
Or at least wait till you're not in the drive-thru where people can look and see exactly what's going on. They probably had a fetish. They probably had a thing.
Yeah, but the worst part was, people were behind him honking and crap.
Mm-hmm. But he just couldn't finish.
Damn it, Daryl!
God damn it, I'm sorry. This is like the 8th time today.
And he left. He eventually left because he was afraid he would get arrested.
Yeah, well.
Because how else do you handle that situation? I think they were on drugs.
Probably. Or they just had very dirty fantasies.
And I heard from one of my other coworkers, this was at a completely different place. He worked at Kroger's, and he had to keep bringing up this couple that would go into the Kroger's bathroom and keep having sex with each other on like a daily basis. Got to the point where they couldn't let them into Kroger's anymore.
Now, don't say where, but is it around this area?
Yeah.
Oh, is it like close?
It's further out.
Okay.
It's where the old pharmacy you used to work at, the one place you really didn't like.
The one that's closed or the one that's still open?
The one that's closed?
Okay. Down by the Dollar General or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know what's funny about that is that pharmacy closed after I left. So, if anything, that's a sign that they should have kept me. You know?
Yeah, but apparently people get off on that. The idea of
public sex.
the idea that the thrill of possibly getting caught or not getting caught.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But I'm like, if you're gonna do that, why do it at a drive-thru? That seems like the worst place to do that.
Well, it's just, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
Well, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying in general, out of everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just, well, I don't know.
Maybe he wanted lunch. Maybe him and his girlfriend were already at it, and he was like, hey, baby, you want something to eat?
You know, that's the thing about having just casual conversations during sex. It's like, isn't sex supposed to be, like, enjoyable? You're not supposed to be like, oh, I wonder what's on the news. You know?
Well, it wasn't even sex. It was.
Well, I mean, it's a sexual act.
He had a truck, I think. So, my question is, logistically.
Logistically what?
How did she get down there? Because you know a truck.
Well, it's like any other vehicle. Listen, I could get down there. I don't want to, but I could make it happen. I can see how it happened. But, well, I'm glad you shared that story. I'm glad
I wish I never did.
I'm glad that the listeners have to deal with that for the rest of their lives now and wonder where that man is and whether or not he actually got it.
He could be your neighbor.
Whether he actually finished. That's what I want to know.
What, you're going to ask him? You're going to be like...
Yeah, I just got to ask. Like, I don't care about the public indecency. Like, that obviously is wrong, but whatever. It's water under the bridge. Did you actually nut? Did you actually get it out?
Yes, I did, young man.
Okay. How far did you get from the drive-thru before you got there?
It was right when the manager told me to leave.
So she was like, you need to leave or we're going to call the cops. And he was like, okay.
I don't know, but that would be hilarious.
This is pretty funny. Well, I don't know if I have a story that could top that, but I did have a woman of what they might call a cougar follow me many miles after when I transferred work locations.
Like what? She physically followed you?
Well, I worked at a pharmacy. I worked in the location around here, and then she would come in every day, and I was told by another coworker, again, I have a poppin' booty. I just can't help it. But I was told that she was staring at my ass.
Was she cute?
No, she was like 90 years old. Her skin was falling off into dust. And she...
so she was basically already dead.
She looked like she was being prepped to be mummified. She looked like that she knew the pharaohs back in the day. She probably had the answers to how the pyramids were built. She could probably tell us. She just kept it to herself. Anyway. Aliens. Anyway, she would come in and she would stare at my ass, I guess, because I had poppin' booty.
Well, I mean, whatever brings her joy when she's that.
No, absolutely not. I don't want to be ogled or objectified by a woman who I don't find attractive.
It's okay when it's a woman you find attractive.
Hey, listen, I just call it like it is. However, I then, left, went to another location at the same company, and I think that the pharmacy I was at, that she was staring at my ass at, I think they didn't have her medication one day, so they sent her to this one. She shows up, sees me, and she's like, oh, hey, you're working here now? And I was like, I just fill it in, but I don't think she believed me. She was like, oh, he's definitely working here. And then she started showing up at that pharmacy. And then I went to another one, and I was like...
How are you sure this isn't just a coincidence?
Because she would keep talking to me all the time. Listen, brother, I know when someone's pining for my bussy, all right? I know when they are.
So you went to another pharmacy.
I went to another one, and I told the coworkers there, listen, if I ever duck out of here and run for my life, like the place is on fire, this is why. Because she'll have followed me to a third location.
Did she follow you to a third one?
No, thankfully, she never found me. I had to go off the grid for a while.
She's probably still looking.
I grew a beard since then to try to disguise myself. I look like the same person, though.
Yeah, it didn't help at all.
No. I did put on a fake mustache for a while. I wore a number of disguises and had different aliases. One of them was Bob Greenus. And then I switched to Bob Penis, which I guess...
Which doesn't help your circumstance.
No, it really didn't. And then I switched to Young Man with Big Ass, and I actually posted that in a Craigslist, which was a horrible idea. I got a lot of gentleman callers.
No women callers?
Just her.
She found you again?
Well, she didn't know it was me. She thought it was another young man with a big pussy.
She was like, so...
I gotta get that pussy. So,
are you sure she looked like she was practically dead?
She was old. She was very old. And I'm sure there are old women out there who I would say, oh, they're pretty, or I could see they're attractive and whatnot. But was she like grandma age? She was old and she looked old. She looked like she came out of she looked like she was in a swimsuit model magazine back when Truman was in office.
So she was gilf.
No. But she was old. That is true. I'm sure someone would like to rattle her bones, but...
or pound her soil.
Pork her. Till her soil. It wouldn't even be tilling. It would be it'd be I don't know, harvesting her wheat grain. She's so old.
At that point, I would just be afraid you would hurt the person.
She probably was born on a plantation back when they were first invented. And
she probably was one of the first slave owners.
She was probably the founder of agriculture as we know it today. Farms probably wouldn't exist if not for her. Listeners, I don't know if you could tell, but my co-host here just shit his pants.
No.
From laughter.
No, I just farted.
It's okay. You don't have to be embarrassed.
I didn't shit my...
It's a common effect when I'm talking to people. I'm just so hilarious that they shit their pants.
Yeah. You have dick brain, I have...
pants shititis. Horrible combination, by the way.
By the time we finish this podcast, there's going to be a whole medical journal.
Because pants shititis is horribly aggravated by dick brain. So he's just constantly changing his trousers. He actually has a backdrop that covers his lower half so he can change in and out of soiled and fresh pairs of underwear during the podcast.
Yeah, it's not a fun process.
No, it's horrible.
I hope we get sponsored by an underwear company.
Hanes, if you're out there, Fruit of the Loom, if you're out there, we could really use your help.
I would love to be a sponsor for your products.
We'd love your support.
I could do a mock ad right now. You know the feeling you get when you shit yourself? If you just need a fresh pair of boxers.
Say it a little louder. Say it confidently.
You know that feeling you get when you shit yourself?
Say it like Guy Fieri.
Hey, guys. You know that feeling?
More energy.
Okay, guys. You know that feeling? I just became Muscle Man. You know who else likes to shit themselves?
Oh, I've dropped the microphone.
And buy Fruit of the Loom.
You know who else likes to shit their pants?
My mom, she's very old.
Oh, that was really funny. So we here at Deeper like to buy only quality pairs of underwear. And that's what this is all about. It's about shelling out for products that we believe in because my partner here can't stop shitting his pants.
Yeah, and you can't stop thinking about dick.
And I am certainly partially to blame for that. I'll take 15%.
20.
No, 20 out of 300 is not bad.
Out of 300?
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like we need to reel it in a bit. We need to get serious here. We need to talk about real things people care about. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is.
Starvation in the world. It's horrible.
Sure.
It's bad.
Unless you're a pedophile, in which case starving might be a good thing.
Did you hear about the guy that was in Mexico that was going around killing pedophiles? He got arrested recently.
No, but I wish him well.
A lot of people were like, he doesn't deserve prison time. I don't see anything wrong with this.
Well, there's a couple places, I think, now that are, legalizing, first of all, the death penalty for pedophiles, which I think should be the bare minimum.
It should have been a thing from the get-go.
At the very least, they should be incarcerated for life. But I think, I'm not going to say no to the death penalty. I'm not going to say we shouldn't.
But But apparently, they charged him with manslaughter for like 5 people.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with
But
that.
I'm like, are pedophiles people?
Yeah, unfortunately, they qualify.
I would say they're like how the slaves considered I would say they were 3/5 a person.
I'm going to take this time, dear listener, to distance myself from my partner, Bob Cornhole. I just feel like things got out of hand in recent times, and now he's got a. I'm not going to say it's a chewy candy. Who shall not be named because we're not sponsored. Chewy
I would love
candies.
for them to sponsor us.
Chewy can't. You know what? Hi Chew. If you want to sponsor us, I will see about getting you some sort of allergy medication because clearly you're sneezing a lot. Hi Chew. I wonder if they're Japanese based. It sounds like how a Japanese person would sneeze. Hi Chew. Hi Chew.
You want to Google it? Last time you thought freaking Crunchyroll was Japanese based.
I just assumed, and I decided not to do my research, and I'm sticking with it. But anyway, he's got high chew wrappers, and by the way, I listened back to our previous episode, and you were crinkling something like half the time. So you, sir, have got to learn some podcast etiquette.
As you freaking burp.
When did I? Oh, I did burp. I burped several times. That's true. Yeah.
Hypocrite.
Well, I'm gonna chalk mine up to mental deficiencies. You have no excuse.
Yeah, I don't have dick brain.
Exactly. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. Well, one of us can be a functioning member of society, and then the other one of us has to be locked in.
I have high functioning dick brain.
What? Do you have a card?
Yeah, I have a card.
Is it like the parking thing you have to hang about your car?
Yeah, it's like a handicap sign, except instead of being handicapped,
It's like a stick guy on all fours.
I'm incapable of intimacy. No, but it's just how life goes, man. Sometimes you have neurological disorders, and you just got to deal with that.
Yeah, and yours has never been medically diagnosed.
No, but if anyone's out there, if somehow a psychologist or a neurologist or anybody comes along and can diagnose just what the fuck is wrong with me, that would be...
It's probably a list.
Like Schindler's List? Or like
a grocery list.
Like a hit list? Milk and eggs?
Yes.
Milk, eggs, condoms, vibrators.
I just keep thinking of that Spongebob clip where Mr. Krabs is trying to scare him.
And he's like,
to get the hat.
Oh my gosh, a floating shopping list. And then he reaches his big crab claw hand in and turns it around. He's like, I'm a ghost. Yep.
He was number 1.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of since we're on the topic of SpongeBob, a clip I like to reference a lot is when SpongeBob is hanging out with Plankton for whatever reason, and Gary's there, and he's like, okay, Gary, you can go home. Meow. And he slithers away, and then a car starts up and drives away, and then Plankton's like, was that his car? No.
So Gary canonically steals people's cars.
Gary is a felon. He's committed Grand Theft Auto, and he needs to be captured and punished.
Put to death.
He needs to face the full extent of the law.
I think of that... the
Euthanasia. Go on.
I think of the one meme where it's like, SpongeBob's indoors, he's refusing to go out.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick's like, I guess I need to find a new friend, Squidward! And it's just Squidward with a shotgun, just...
That is pretty funny. That's a meme, though. That's not real.
Yeah, I said, but that occupies a space in my brain.
Speaking of occupying a space in your brain, I'm gonna call you out in front of all the listeners. You gotta stop sending me sex clips of SpongeBob where all the characters are fucking each other.
I haven't done that
They're
in ages.
clapping cheeks.
Well, that's not my fault. Somehow my algorithm got
Somehow. I think you looked up Patrick and Squidward fucking, and then you're like, oh, this is nice. And then you kept watching it.
that. No, I got one, and I'm like, what would be funny?
It'd be funny if I watched 50 more.
No, I sent this to Brandon. And
Yeah.
he just opened it at work.
Yeah, and then I started getting more and more clips recommended to me. I had to stop.
Stop using Instagram.
I had to go into witness protection for a while, just so I could be away from my...
But my question is, who's making these?
Oh, degenerate. It's probably you. You're probably making them and send it to me. You've got like 50 different accounts where you just make SpongeBob sex
burner
clips.
accounts. Upon burner accounts.
Yeah. Your family doesn't know what you do for 6 hours out of the day. You just leave, and then you come back, and you're like itching your arm real hard, and you're all disheveled, and you've uploaded like 50 clips of SpongeBob and Patrick getting it on.
It's not even, and they're paying me for it.
Rada. Sorry, I just thought of chowder.
Well, tell them about that chowder joke that apparently the writer said.
Yeah, well, they're sitting by like the fire at night, and he's like, "I'll go ahead. I'm sure it's perfectly fine for chowder. Go ahead." And then Shinch was like, "Rada, rada, 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 rada." And then Mung Dahl's like, "Oh, Schnitzel, you dirty boy!" Oh. And apparently, he was saying he was betting a woman of the night, and she said that she couldn't feel his wee-wee, his cock, his penis, his big rock man penis. Couldn't feel it, so he stuck his whole fucking giant Popeye bicep arm up into...
Do you think Popeye uses spinach during sex?
her cooter. And yes, I do.
I just think of the Family Guy bit. These are tubers.
Yeah. I like that a lot. There's a clip where he's like... What's the title of that book?
Oh, Affair to Arms.
Affair, or whatever it's called.
I don't know, Nurse in World War One.
Or was it I Married a Nurse in World War One or whatever? He's like, no, it's just the title. There's no way you read that. It's pretty funny. Dr. Hartman's he's goated. Can you stop munching on fucking high chews?
It's the last one.
You psychopath? Yeah, but the listeners have to hear that. You're gobsmacking. This isn't ASMR. This isn't a mukbang with Nikocado avocado.
You know, he's lost a shitload of weight.
That's nice for him.
And apparently it was all an act. He's like, you've fallen into my trap. Like he's a freaking anime villain.
Wow. Well, who knows? He could just be playing into the clout, trying to get clicks and views.
But he's lost like 150 pounds.
Well, good for him, I guess.
In like a few weeks.
Nice. That's probably not healthy, though. You can't lose it too fast.
Maybe he used Ozempic.
Ozempic?
Auto parts.
Dude, I said that all the time when I worked in a pharmacy. I would go up to people and be like, well, so which one is it? Is it O'Reilly or is it Ozempic? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I worked with a bunch of white guys. I don't know. Huh.
Oh, and that's funny.
No, it was like 90% women.
That's clever, Brandon.
Wow, Brandon, you're real fucking funny, you piece of shit. No,
I talk about women's suffrages.
I said a lot of jokes and got few laughs.
I wonder why.
I said a lot of dad jokes and puns.
Like, hit us with one.
What did the triangle say to the circle? You're so pointless. That's exactly the response I got.
Okay, here's one.
Physical pain.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Boy.
To get to your ass.
That's pretty good.
Hi. I love the classic. I'm hungry. Hi, hungry. I'm Dad.
No, you're not. That's exactly why your mother and I are getting a divorce.
Apparently, son, you weren't mine.
Yeah. Touché, Dad. I just went over this. I'm not your father.
You can start calling me Paul.
Yeah.
My name is Paul.
My name is Paul.
Chiquato. That's gonna be a running gag on this thing.
Anyway, I think it's time we start to wind down. We're not quite there yet, but we're starting to wind down. So let's review. Are you a horse?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, let's review the state of the podcast.
Okay.
I know it's been one day. But we had, in fact, let me check it while we're here. I'm going to check
the views.
How the video's doing, how the channel's doing. Let's see here.
Hey guys, it's me, Mr. B.
We gained a subscriber.
Oh. A singular?
Yeah, so we're up to 3.
Oh, wow.
So our original video got 1 extra view, I think. It's at 26 now. Is Superman good? And then our second episode that we just posted was called Mr. Beast and Epstein's Island. And that is up at a whopping 16 views after only 22 hours.
Well, the shorts were doing well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it takes time to build it up, you know. But it's good. It's good to see, you know. And I'm gonna keep posting shorts, and we're gonna try to do this weekly. That's the plan.
Yeah.
And that's gonna.
I feel like we need more defined topics.
Well, we're gonna come up with segments and stuff like that. It's gonna take time to work all that out. In the meantime, I think we got something solid, you know.
Yeah.
Our channel or our videos across the board have a total of 842 views.
Which is good.
Got 10 likes, 1 comment, and hey, 3 shares.
Wait, what does the comment say?
I wonder if it was even on the videos. I'm not sure. I don't know. It doesn't show. It's on one of the shorts, I think.
Probably says, "What the hell is wrong with my feed?"
I believe it said funny. If I remember correctly.
Homelander.
Don't diddle me wife and took me son.
Are you caught up with The Boys?
Is season 5 out yet?
Yeah, it's not finished yet.
Oh, no, I haven't watched any of the new episodes. I'm waiting until
They
it comes
canceled
out.
their spin-off.
What, Gen V or whatever?
Yeah, after its second season, it got canceled.
I figured it would.
Well, people...
It just seemed like it wasn't getting as much focus.
Well, it's like, you go there for, like, Homelander and Billy Butcher. You don't go there for no-name characters.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like they were dividing their attention too much. And, you know, they needed to focus on the boys.
And they're doing another spin-off, apparently, with Jensen Ackles. They're doing a prequel.
Okay, well, I like him. He's great.
As Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. They're gonna show the prequel's gonna consist of him trying to launch his own Game Boy handheld console.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Soldier console.
The Soldier Boy.
That was the funniest thing, because if you go to their soldierhandheld.com nowadays, you know where it takes you, Nintendo.com.
Yeah, it sounds like they settled out of court for that one.
I think Nintendo said, "We're going to sue you for everything you're worth," and he was just like...
Oh. That's not good.
He was like,
Oh, dude, we went this whole time. We were going to talk about Boondocks. I haven't brought it up.
Oh, yeah. It's something Brandon quotes quite a lot.
You know what, Robert? Fuck you and never to live in your household. I like it. There's great quotes in there. I don't say the N-word. I try to filter that out.
Good to know.
Well, I just wanted to specify, you know. But I do say as much as I can before it gets
Being
to that.
a white man.
Yeah. Is that a full-size shampoo bottle? And then he grabs the white guy at the TSA and throws him over the conveyor belt.
I feel like the TSA, that would be a TSA member's fantasy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they think about that all the time. In fact, I'm sure a TSA member had input on that joke.
I bet there's people in the TSA that want to just beat the crap out of people that bring stupid things
Sure.
to the airport that they know. It's like, why did you bring liquids?
Mm-hmm. And there's a great line in there that I was just talking to him about.
My favorite is, what do I do for money? Should I start selling crack? Should I start rapping about selling crack?
Who said that?
Ruckus, when he found out he was black.
Well, should I start selling crack? Should I start rapping? Should I start rapping about selling crack? That sounds like something you would say. But there is a great line in there that I was just talking to you about while we were playing Overcooked. I think it was Overcooked.
Yeah, it was Terraria.
Or it was Terraria. Either way. It's actually a wholesome line, which I think is a great line. It's
That show very rarely has wholesome lines.
It's just hidden within the cacophony of madness that is Boondocks. Which, before I tell you the great line, I'll tell you about, just to paint the picture, I think Chris Hansen, or like a Chris Hansen stand-in.
No, it was Chris Hansen.
Okay, Chris Hansen shows up to get this guy, and then...
The Booty Warrior.
The Booty Warrior.
Which is a real person.
And he ends up, I believe...
having his way with Chris.
Raw dogging, molesting Chris Hansen.
I like to call you Chris Hansen.
I like you, and I want you. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. But then...
And
now,
Chris is like, we're not going to be doing this either way.
Now, listeners, I don't tell you that line to make you uncomfortable. I tell you that because
It made you uncomfortable as a little child.
It's a perfect contrast to the wholesome line I'm about to tell you, which I think, again, is a terrific line. I think it's Rollo, right?
Yeah.
He's sitting at the table and he's like, "Granddad, what do you do when you can't do nothing, but there's nothing you can do?" And he turns around and goes, "You do what you can." And it's so wholesome. It's a great line. I live by that line.
One of the few times that show actually was wholesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So...
Is that a fry? How are you gonna borrow a fry?
How was you gonna borrow fries? You gonna give it back?
You know the funny part is the majority of the stuff the Boondocks parodied were actual news reports.
Yeah.
The guy they based that episode, the fry thing on, was a real guy at an elementary school. He was a teacher.
I'm sure it's all based in some level of truth. That's usually why it's funny, and also why it's offensive. There's usually some level of truth to it. And, people get their feelings hurt, and usually the thing is, like, I bet you most people who get all uppity about it are white.
And, what's funny? If you're doing stupid stuff and it makes it round to people, everyone has the right to make fun of you at that point.
Yeah. Also, America's supposedly land of the free. You should be able to say whatever you want. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, but you can't be criticized for it and made fun of for it.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. You should be allowed to say whatever the hell you want to say, and I think that's just what it is.
Yeah, but you should face consequences for what you say.
Well, it depends. If you're threatening somebody, that's one thing. But outside of threats, you can say whatever you want. I don't care, especially if it's not serious. I mean, if I come along and call you a gooner, you see, you're about to laugh.
No, I was yawning.
Mm-hmm. The yawns, that's what saved you from the laugh, because it was so hilarious and cool.
You're a twat waffle.
How the fuck dare you say that to me? You should be hung by the neck until dead. Okay. See, listeners, I'm a hypocrite. And that's America. I just painted you in the Michelangelo's Davide. That's how you say it.
Ninja Turtles.
No. I'm talking about the Roman or the Greek, whatever he was. I don't know. What was he, Roman or was he Greek?
Michelangelo, Leonardo, Da Vinci. They were all part of the turtles in the sewers.
Oh, okay. I'm probably thinking of someone else.
Oh,
Leonardo
the
DiCaprio.
Sistine Chapel?
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
That's what I said. I said Michelangelo's, but I was talking about his statue, but I meant his painting. Anyway, he painted the Sistine Chapel. Galileo.
What?
That guy.
What? Neither have anything to do with each other.
I think I'm having a fit.
I think you need to just stop.
Anyway, I painted you an amazing picture, an incredible, the modern Mona Lisa of...
Is that what you were looking for, the Mona Lisa?
I'm just looking for truth, man. I'm a truth seeker. And the truth that I found and painted for you today, dear listeners, in audio form, in podcast format, is thusly: America is the land of the free, but the home of the hypocrite.
What are you, some philosopher now?
Yes. Think on that, listeners, because nothing's more important than that. And if you leave today with nothing, I want you to remember that there's nothing quite like the sensation of the wind on your balls. I brought it back.
I forgot about that. I was listening to it today, and I was like, why is he talking about his balls so much with the crocodile?
Just go out and try it, and then you'll know all you need to know.
But I'm a woman. Said no one watching this podcast.
Exactly.
Except for Courtney.
Courtney, if you're out there, I love you. Please reach out.
It's a shame you can't feel the wind on your balls, Courtney.
It really is. But you know what? I'll tell you all about it one day when we're best friends.
What? You're just going to sit down and casually talk about, you know what you're missing out on, Courtney?
I'll sit her down and I'll have the whole talk with her. I'll be like, listen, I don't mean to make your life feel less valuable because you can't experience this. But maybe you feel it when you feel the wind on your breasts. Maybe,
or your cooter.
Or your cootie. I mean, it probably feels just as well, but I don't know. There's just something about your balls. Just breezing in the wind like the trees.
And unless you're a dog and you get those suckers cut off.
It's God's divine purpose for man. That's just what it is. I'm sure he carved out something for you, and I'm happy to help you try to find it.
You have to bear children to have more men that can feel the wind on their balls.
And you know what? I bet you there is something out there, and that's why I'm telling you about the experience, because once you understand it, you'll be able to find it. Now, we should sign off.
Here's my final quote.
Go ahead.
If you want to do something, don't be afraid to. Just go out and grab it by the balls. like the wind and do it.
And as always, this has been Deeper, and we hope that we've made it deeper into your pussy. And
Cut.
I want to wrestle a crocodile with my bare testicles rubbing against its back, and we're done.
I left it on a philosophical note, and then you fucked it.
So did I. There's nothing more philosophical than wrangling death by the mandibles.
Let's listen to it.
By the mandibles with your bare balls.
Let's listen to it.
Anyway, I love you, Courtney. Goodbye.
Oh.